Recent article released about you. I didn't want to. Hopefully, you don't mind me mentioning it now.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
You know, how long has it been since you've known your diagnosis, and how has that affected your fighting since you've because it's a recent discovery, or I don't want to say label, but a recent diagnosis. Is that when did that come about, and how did that affect this training camp or previous?
All right, well, let me answer that question the best honestly again. I always knew there was something about me. I was slow. I don't want to say retardations. I don't like using that word, or because my whole life I was in special ed classes. What happened is, because the schools I went to public schools, they didn't have the resources to find out what's the technical words with me. Because I didn't follow the standard of their standards, we don't meet the standards. It just put you in special education. So my whole life, I knew something was up. I know it wasn't necessarily, retarded or stupid or anything like that. Like again, I hate using that word because I got teased like that. But I knew something was up. So my whole life, I knew something. What it is that through my mother, through hard training, and through counseling, I can't tell I have a speech impediment. It took years. I mean, years and years, just for me to have a speech impediment. And certain words I still can pronounce, but it's good enough where I can communicate with y'all. And communication with the average human being was hard. So we always knew there was something wrong with me. We just didn't know what. Well, I saw a neurologist, had a talk with them. They said I should get tested. I got tested, and come to find out I'm clinically autistic. And that's my diagnosis. And people they're saying, they're proud of me and everything, and I'm saying thank you all, and they try to treat me some certain way. And I'm telling everybody, listen, my disability or disadvantage, if you want to call it disadvantage, it's not a disadvantage for me. I dealt with this all my whole life, being teased from schools and stuff like that, from teachers. So I dealt with it. But in my head, I beat it. I mean, look what I'm doing. I'm on NBC Sports, World Series. I'm in the UFC. I did all kinds of success story. Okay, and I don't use my disability as an excuse. I say my disability is my advantage, because if I could beat that, what's going to stop me? What's going to stop me? Right now, you understand, being an autistic child and not know what it is difficult to learn how to speak in front of people and do this. This took years to learn. You don't understand. This took mad years to learn. I have to really just come in here. I have to think 5 steps ahead, just in case. Any questions I have, I'm already prepared for it. So that's the way I have to train. I have to train myself. But because I have that in me already, I beat my diagnosis. All right. So when they told me, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, that's no big deal. Guys know that I have, but I don't care because I beat it. So another main reason I did it, I didn't do it for publicity. I did it for kids. Yeah. Okay. I came up seeing these kids with special needs being bullied not only from students, from teachers. Some of these teachers are mean, especially in Boston public schools. They're mean. They hit these kids and everything, and no one believed they're special need kids because they're special need. Mm-hmm. So I think it's my responsibility to let them know, listen, I come from the same class as you come from, and I made it. Okay, so if I can make it, you can. And now kids have an inspiration, like, wow, he's just like me. If he can do it, I can do it too. I'm doing more for the kids. I give a care if it gets me media. I don't care. It's more for the kids because I know what those kids suffer through. I know how it is growing up with those disabilities. And now I could be a spokesperson. Listen, you see me as a great person, okay? I have the same disability you did, and I did it. So for the next person, the next kids who are growing up, now they have something to look for, and now their disabilities, I can tell, listen, it's just a minor setback, but once you get over your hump, that's it. Okay? Being autistic, I can't learn as fast as y'all. It might take the average person 3 times. It takes me 100, 200, 300. But the difference is, once I learn it, that's it. I don't forget it. That's the advantage. Once I learn something, that's it. That's it. So, I mean, and I want to say thank you to the MMA environment for giving me the support, but this is more for the kids, and I'm going to be talking to kids and everything, let them know, listen, if I did it, you can do it too, and that's my message. It's for the kids. It's not for y'all. It's definitely for the kids, because I know what they're going through.
Now, so we clearly heard your message for the kids, but if you could send a message to the administrators and the teachers, what would your message be to them for the children that they might not be able to identify, like yourself?
Be patient. Okay, we know it's your job. We know your job sucks, but be patient. Because the kids have a disability doesn't mean because your education tells you one thing. If you just sit and talk to each other and study the child one-on-one, you'll learn something. Now, not all special education is bad. You know what I'm saying? I say thank you to some of the special education because special education helped me to perceive where I am. not all the teachers are bad. I'm not attacking all teachers. When I mean a special ed teacher, I say thank you because a lot of teachers do care and take the next level. And because of them, I can speak better. I can talk to you. I can do this. I can look in your face around. You know, years ago, you know how hard it was to look into someone's face and talk to them? That was hard. I'm saying, and I still do it. I look in your face. I look to the side and everything. But I can remind myself to look back. So a lot of stuff I did with my diagnosis, but I learned to do it. But that's from special education. Now, half of it is good, half of it is bad. But my message to them is take your time and learn. One-on-one. It takes 1 hour a day, one-on-one. What's going on? Why can you do this? You break it down. Don't give them an equation. You break it all the way down to 1 + 1. Then you just actually go from there. Anytime I have a hard equation, I break it down to that simple 1 + 1, and I go from there. And that's why I am what I am today. Right? And it's funny. A lot of people can't say that. They can't believe what I am. But look the way I'm talking and everything. Y'all can't believe.